Yes, but you need to weigh how much it weighs. But I think it's too heavy to bring.
Bring it here. I'm not gonna walk it.
I'm super heavy.
I don't think it's gonna fit.
No.
Oh, it's like this. It's so heavy.
This has to fit.
It fits.
I brought.
It does, but we're gonna put this here.
You want to use my wrap glove box?
Hey, it fits.
Look, perfect.
Yeah, this I measured exactly.
You measured it.
Okay.
Some space left down there, and then all the stuff down there.
So let's maybe make a start, you know. How we're gonna fit all this stuff. So much. We need another suitcase.
I think we need 3 more suitcases.
3 more suitcases. Yeah. Look at this stuff. This old.
It's that little one that's taking up all the room.
Yeah.
It's that little Coca-Cola one.
This is a cool one.
We got some tape.
Yes. You made a big trip. You were with your going throughout the southeast. Last night you were telling me you guys even got hung up with changing hours and trying to judge getting into different cities and things like that. But you guys were up in Nashville. You got to see Jamie Mullican, bus wraps,
PG Nola,
New Orleans.
Yeah, Jim Miller yesterday. So we visit some people, you know. Sorry we couldn't came to every shop, but we visit some guys, you know. It's my vacation.
Jim Miller's almost a staple, though. It seems like everyone has to stop at Jim's place at some point in time, and I don't know if it's for the bar or for the vinyl or maybe a little bit of both. But Jim's is always that destination that everyone's got to like swing through and check out. So.
He needed my autograph for his wall, so it's okay. Just sign the wall. Why?
Yeah. If you go to Jim's and you don't sign the wall, then you've missed a part of the attraction. The wall you have to sign. So,
it is.
But the Pain is Dead YouTube channel, which is, no doubt you're watching this on, when this rolls out, you'll understand that there's already been pre-recording going on. So we did a really cool video with Joffrey's signs that were coming in and what we're gonna do with them. The most interesting find that he made. I mean, he scoured the internet, the entire world, and the most interesting find that he made is on that video. You need to make sure that you go back and find that video and watch that because it was really, it was breathtaking.
Amazing.
I don't even know what to, I don't know what to say.
I'm crying.
Crying? It was awesome. It was a great video. It was fun to do, and ultimately we always try to have a little bit of fun with this stuff. So. Anything that stands out to you in the industry, like moving forward, where do you see? You have a different perspective because you're looking at the industry that majority of us see from the U.S. side, but Joffrey gets to absorb it from the other side as well. I'll call you. You know, you're our adopted U.S. American citizen over here because you're here so much.
Almost.
But what do you see from the other side looking over here? Like, what does the American market look like from Europe?
I see. There's change in the last 2 years. You know, like 2 or 4 years back, there are not so many designers.
Right.
So what I see change now in the color change business, that designing is getting even almost on the same level as color change, which is super cool. There's so much stuff going on, so many different designers. You know, I don't want to mention names, but you know who you are. But it's interesting to see there's so many change going on. Yeah. And that's what I like, you know, I want to see more designs so I can think, I'm always looking at another design and I think, okay, I can make it different in a Joffrey style. So the more designs I see, the better I can develop in designing.
We had a video just the other day where I kind of talked about that as well, where, you know, it seems like there was at one point in time this surgence of the design aspect of this, and now it's almost turned into its own entity within the industry. As you've got installers, you've got shops with installers and designers, and then you have these designers that are just out there and all they're doing is looking to design for the industry and put these things out and in shops. So it's really cool, and I think that if you watch or you follow the Pain is Dead Instagram, you see that is just full these days of custom printed designed wraps, and it's really, I think, the stronghold is that it's a way to get something that nobody else has.
Yeah, it's
If
not
you-
commercial anymore. It's more
Right.
graphics, you know.
Exactly.
Graphics, it's like an airbrush style of graphics.
Correct.
That's what people want to see, because it's more it's cheaper, of course,
Right.
than airbrush. You can take it off, and it's faster
Right.
than a normal airbrush job, and it still looks the same.
It's almost addictive too. Do you?
It is.
You have we have customers that get a wrap, and they come back a year and a half, 2 years later, just depending on how long their attention span is, and they have that itch, like,
Yeah.
I need to change it.
I need
Like,
to
what can we
change
do now?
Yeah.
You know, so
What-
it
what
seems like
options?
it's almost an addictive type of product that once you get it out there in the market,
Yeah.
that you can change your car and the identity of your car pretty consistently.
Yeah, and customers also check the internet.
Right.
So they come up like, wow, can you make this for my car, but then change this and the color and this. So it's more that people surf on the internet, like customers, and they check what's happening,
Right.
like in the industry, and they come to the shop and then they ask like, okay, how can we change it to fit it on my car?
Right.
That wasn't like 5 years ago.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. You know, I remember it wasn't that long ago. People just didn't know what wrap. They were just so apprehensive about what a wrap was.
Yeah.
What does it do for me? How is it even effective? And today you have this just welling within the ground
It is.
of people just wanting wraps left and right. So king of knifeless,
They say.
they say.
It's probably.
I mean, I think so. I mean, listen, if you're not the king of knifeless, who is? So when you think about it in that respect, the king of knifeless is right here on the couch with us. You got into that so long ago. I remember
Yeah.
seeing a Volkswagen that I believe was yours.
Yeah, that was the first one I did. Yeah.
And it was shown to me, and I looked at it, and it just looked like an airbrush. Like, just from being in cars, you've seen plenty of these designs. I looked at it, I was like, oh, that's just an airbrush thing. And then someone really explained to me what it was and how it was done. And to this day, it boggles my mind how you know this line going over here goes to this and connects to that and does this. But that Volkswagen, I could still stare at that thing today for an hour and just be in awe.
Yeah, it was super nice. It's getting difficult, you know, because I did so many designs already. I have to think ahead, you know. Now I'm starting with the digital print stuff and applying underneath vinyl and above vinyl to create so many different layers and just make it 3D something, you know, that
Right.
it just bends or something. That's what I like now.
Sure.
I don't want to think in a flat area, like one graphic. It's not possible anymore for me.
Right.
Just make one graphic on a car, you know. I want to make more layers to make it more interesting.
And I've seen you even go back after the fact and add effects to it to create the depth or dimension that you're looking for in the end result, which is really cool too. And that was like, well, I mean, I say that was like 2 years ago, it seems. That was year before last when we were out there. You were really getting in there and making the marks afterwards to give it dimension and really kind of make it pop.
Yeah.
You know, which was crazy. So always thinking ahead. I mean, I think that's the industry. It moves so fast. Everyone's looking to one up the next guy. Everyone's got the next thing coming, and so you see that today with manufacturers, with shops, with installers that are known. Everyone's trying to one up the next guy and do the next big things. The industry really grows quickly when you talk about everybody fighting for the top. So.
Yes, that's what they want. I don't want to be on the top. That's really not my position or not my status or something. I just want to do what I like, you know. And I don't want to be the biggest or the baddest, you know. I just want to do my thing.
Did you hear him? He said he doesn't want to be the baddest, but I know for a fact he was given a certificate earlier today that talked about him being the baddest ever.
I know.
Maybe not ever, but but he got one of those today. So I mean, I agree with you. Being at the top is not always necessarily fun. But honestly, like if you know Joffrey and you've talked to him for any length of time, you'll know that this is what he does is something he's passionate about. And I think that anybody that does something that they're truly passionate about is 10 times better than the average guy, because it really goes deep within you. And this art that you create is truly that. It's an artistic thing for you. It's not just out there trying to break the internet or one up the next guy out there. You're truly creating things that you're passionate about.
Yeah, and just showing what is capable with vinyl and sharing, you know.
Right.
And also sharing how you did it, because a lot of installers just keep it for themselves. But it's better to just share how you just do it, and people maybe can copy it
That
or
helps.
think about it.
That helps the industry, I believe.
I think
I
so.
mean, like, to hold something in, and that's the way our industry was. I mean, 10 years ago, I can remember, you know, when chromes weren't readily available on the market and everybody had the way to create it.
Yeah.
And, you know, if they knew they were offering to sell you the product at an exorbitant amount of money, didn't want to share any details with you, didn't want to help anybody. And I will say, optimistic, I feel like the industry has changed a little bit in that regard. Not 100%, but a little bit. And ultimately, you know, you look at a group like Pain is Dead, and one thing that these guys all hold themselves on a really high level of is being able to share and work in the industry and promote the industry, because keeping something yourself doesn't help anybody grow, doesn't help the industry grow.
You cannot conquer the world on your own. So, you know, I cannot do knifeless designs over the whole world. Sometimes I do. But
Yesterday.
Okay, but you cannot do everything, you know. That's what I learned. In the beginning I was thinking, oh man, the other shop, oh, they got the rap, you know.
Right.
I had the same quote. But, you know, you cannot have all. You have to say, okay, this is okay. They can do it also.
Right.
It's too much for yourself. You know?
And you hear that, and if we're going to take over the world and kill paint once and for all, we need everybody. So, like, just me, just Joffrey, just anybody couldn't do it on their own. We need everybody involved.
We need the best installers.
The best installers doing the best work, the most passionate work, and really running the industry in the way that promotes the industry, not you know, working in any way, shape, or form to tear down the industry. So it really takes a concerted effort. So I won't keep you too long. Thank you
I need to go.
for coming by. Not yet, but we'll at least end this, and then we'll pick up somewhere else, and then we'll bring it back to this. But thank you guys for coming by. It's always a pleasure to have you guys here and hang out for the little bit of time we get when you're at shows and we get to see each other at SEMA. It's always such a quick deal. There's so much going on, especially SEMA. There's so much going on in one place in one small amount of time. You guys are out of here tomorrow, but it's such a nice deal to be able to spend a little bit of time, a couple more minutes together, and talk about the industry and talk about you know, where it's going and what we've got to do this year, what's left in front of us. So thank you.
No
And
problem.
until next time, we will pick it up with somebody else on the same couch.
Yeah.
Not someone. It'll take a big shoes to fill here. Now that Joffrey's been in this seat, like, the next person's really got to step it up a little bit. But I told you when I started this vlog, it was going to be about 4 P's: people, places, products, and Pain is Dead. And Joffrey is one of those people in the industry that I think everybody deserves to have a good conversation with. And ultimately, I was hoping that I was able to bring that to you guys today. So until next time, we'll see you then.
Thank you.
Austin, big thanks. I'm home this week, super busy, but I got my signs. Super happy, man. Look at this stuff. He kept it for 3 months. Texaco, 1930s, really old. This is also 1930s, like a double-sided sign. Super collectible, and I'm super happy I have them at the shop now. So, yeah, old stuff, I really like it. Just look at this, you know, everybody sees the photos, but this is all really old stuff. Got my hood design finished almost, so they look really nice. Almost done. The right one, second one. We'll put some photos online soon, so super nice. Check this out. This is what I'm most happy about. My collection is complete. Signed by Mr. P. Ginola. I'm gonna put it over there with the rest. That's cool.